Well, hello. I'm here. I made it. I'm alive. Hello, everyone. And Hank says hi back there behind me. I don't know if you heard him or not. Hello, Ash Inc., Saphira's mama. Hi, Elliot. Angelina. I believe you are new. I haven't seen you before. Welcome. And Yvonne, welcome. Michelle Withrow, hello. Hello, Linda. Chronically Crafty, hey, how are you? Karen's Creations, hi. And Ginger, hello. Yep, Linda. Hank said hi. He just kind of meowed at me, or you, or somebody here. Yep, there he is. Oh no, Gina, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, everybody send your hearts up for Gina's daughter. It's not good. Well, hello, Cats Gallery. Infrequent, that's awesome. That's okay. Hello, Sue. Hey, Odd But Nice. Oh, Hank and I are just we're surviving. It's about the best we can do around here. So as you see, I've got the picture here of what I'm working on. My picture of Hank. Yeah, you hear a Hank. He's just kind of chilling up there, checking things out. Hi, Nana. Hi, Lisa, and Peppers, and Nick and Tina, and Rebecca. Hey. It's been a long week. I'm tired. I actually debated on whether I was going to go live tonight or not when I got up this afternoon. Hey, Don Marie. I am. I am extremely tired. It's been a long week. It was welcome week here at the university in town, and of course, being a Lyft driver, that means lots and lots and lots of drunk people to drive around. And I don't normally go out on weeknights to do Lyft, and I went out Thursday night, drove till 3 a.m., got up at 6:30 to go to work, worked all day Friday, went back out at 6 on Friday night, drove till like 3:30, got home Friday, woke up about 1 o'clock on 1 o'clock yesterday, went out and drove from 6 until probably about 3:30 again this morning, and woke up at like 10:30 this morning, so I'm just kind of out of it. And I gotta go back to a 40-hour week at my regular job tomorrow morning. So I almost thought about not going live tonight. Okay, let's see who else popped in while I was running my mouth there. Oh, hello, Teresa Hurst. Thank you. That's the blue topaz ice from Diamond Pens with a Z. Danielle Flannery, hello, good evening to you. And Robin Babcock, hello. Hello, Robin. Yeah, I figured I should anyway, put all the tired behind me and do a couple of hours on here. So I'm working on the Hank Custom, and it's going slowly, as you see. I just started this section last Sunday after my live, and you see how much I've done in a week. I haven't had time to diamond paint all week. So yeah, I'm kind of out of it. Yes, Peppers, this one is from Evermoment. Sandra Marksberry, well, that's good. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. Hope you enjoy. And Beth Minton, hello. And hello, Diamond Painting Dreamer. Oh yeah, Cat's Gallery. I have one from Handmade Diamond Pens. I have this one here that I got from them. And then from Lassen Lathe Works, I got the Dolphin Trails, which I absolutely love the way that looks. And I also got the surfboard from Lassen Lathe Works. And I have a Richcraft pen as well. Yeah, I love Dolphin Trails. Yes, Sandra, Sherry is so awesome. And if anybody hasn't checked it out yet, make sure you go check out her giveaway video. Her and I are collaborating on our giveaways for subscribers. She's hitting her 1,000 and I hit my 500. And since we both have essentially the same prize package, we thought, why not? Why not give everybody 2 chances to win? So we collaborated on our giveaways. And she did donate one thing. Nana of Seven Crafts' daughter, I believe it is, makes tumblers, and she made Sherry a Vibe Tribe tumbler that she has in some of her videos. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out. Sherry had one coming for her her giveaway, but since she got the junk bags from Kelly Head, she decided she would donate the tumbler to my giveaway. So that's included on mine, so that way we both have 3 items. Yes, Teresa Hurst, I love blue. Yeah, Hank noises. He makes all kinds of weird noises. Oh, did she really? I haven't checked out Stitcheresa's milestone. I need to go look at that when I get a chance. Oh, that would be awesome, Sandra. Well, good luck. I hope you hope maybe you can. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing she does. I'm going to do the random comment picker during my live next Sunday. So make sure you tune in for that. You don't have to be present to win, but it would be nice. And Sherry's going to go live about an hour before I do to do her comment picker. So we'll have them both decided next Sunday as to who wins. Thank you, Danielle. I really... Extreme Designs on Facebook or Instagram. Nana, make sure you, if you want to, you can put a link in here because I definitely want people to know. I didn't know that, and I wasn't sure on it when I recorded the video, so I wasn't able to put a link up for it, and I didn't know if there was one. So, and I was kind of in a hurry because Sherry and I both were wanting to upload at the exact same time, so it was getting close to it, and I didn't know. Oh no, Amber, no storming. Go outside and blow really hard and maybe make it go the other way. Yes, Diamond Painting Dreamer, I remember that. I saw your 3 giveaways you won. Those are pretty awesome. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes, I'm not in a major rush to get to 1,000, but you know, I'd love to see it. Awesome, Nick and Tina. Great. Can't wait. Oh, that's great to hear, Yvonne. You ordered 4 of them. That's great. Yeah, they look great. I need to order one myself. Thank you, Brian. You know, we just do our things and we be ourselves. If people like us, they do. If people don't like us, they don't. That's just my way of doing it on here. I mean, of course, I don't want anybody to not like me, but if they don't, they don't. I can't control that. But I just come on here, be myself, and I guess that is good enough because it's already showing in subscriber numbers because I never would have dreamed I had 500 subscribers. I think I got all of that letter finally. Yep. Oh, no, there's one. Always find that one that you didn't see. And in this instance, I'm really surprised that I don't miss more of them. I think I may take a break from this one this week and may finish up my Statue of Liberty because I have not done a thing to that since before I left for Tennessee, what, a month ago? I don't think I have any of that color in here. If I do, I'll find it later. Yes, I am, Amber. I am working on his face. I'm working on this area right here. Right where my finger is, right there. Ginger, no, it's not getting easier on the confetti. This whole thing is going to be nothing but confetti. I mean, if you take a look, I've already done, let me get there. I've already done all of this section here. If I don't drop it, I've already done all of this section here, like right there. And I'm working right here now. So yeah, all of that fur is all confetti. Hey, Cheryl and Tippy Joy. Yes, I agree. Odd but nice. It it starts to get draining after a while when you're just sitting here for hours and not accomplishing anything. And then you can look at another diamond painting you've done and gone, man, by this point in time, I was so much farther along with it. This one here is number 4. Okay, I got to find all the number 4s. There's a lot of them in this section. Oh, wow, Cat's Gallery. I bet that's probably as confetti heavy as this one is. Fur in general, I think, is just going to be super confetti heavy. Oh, wow, I've got Toshiba service station alerts on my laptop. Pretty sure I do, since I have a 2008 model laptop. There's probably some really out-of-date stuff on here. It's still running Windows 7, but then again, I run Windows 7 on my main PC still. So I hate change. And when Windows 8 came out, I was getting the notifications, oh, upgrade for free now, and I never did because I just don't want to. And at that time, Windows 8 was causing all kinds of software issues with people, and I had my computer running just the way I wanted it to. And I thought, you know what? There's no need to upgrade past Windows 7. And I still don't see a need to upgrade past Windows 7. Oh, hi. Yeah. You know, all they can see is your butt now. Yeah. I think I just got told I'm not working on my diamond painting any longer. He's too much. Okay, he wants to lay down here and watch now. He just laid on my pen. What are you doing? You know what? I can probably turn my light pad down a little bit. Well, not off. Hank, buddy. Ah, come on. He's laying on the... There it goes. That's better. Oh, he does this, Linda. He does this every time. Every time I start working on a diamond painting, that's when he decides he wants to get in my way. He will lay up in his perch and he'll hang out on the windowsill or whatever until I start doing a diamond painting, and then he will just right on top of me. Gotta be in my lap. Or gotta be laying on the desk. Danielle, have you tried Karen Doss at KK's Unique Diamond Painting Pens on Facebook? She has quite a few different things as far as diamond painting pens go, and I'm sure if you ask her, I bet she could find a way to do it. Yes, I do love him, Linda. And yes, Cat's Gallery, I think he really is. He is a beautiful cat. Love him to death. That says, okay, I'm bored now. Okay, Amber, you have a great night. If you're able to get back on, make sure you do. I'll be here till 10. Stay safe. Don't get blown away. Don't want to have to come looking for you in the land of Oz. Kelly, Hank is, as far as the paperwork that I got with him when he was adopted, it says he's 3 years old. He was picked up as a stray in a town just north of here. I think he was actually a barn cat. But he was picked up as a stray and taken into the shelter, and he had some skin issues around the base of his tail and things like that. They had to get fixed up before they could adopt him out. But when I adopted him, the paperwork I have says he's 3 years old. So I'm pretty sure they're going on a guess on that. I don't know if there's any way for them to actually know for sure. Oh, Ginger, no, I'm not going to Disney by myself. My I went down to Tennessee almost a month ago for my granddaughter's first birthday or fifth birthday, and my son and my daughter-in-law and her parents take my granddaughter to Disney at least once a year. They're going in December this year, and then they're going to go back down in March. And they invited me to come along if I wanted to. So I'm going down with my son and all of his in-laws and his wife and granddaughter, of course. In fact, the new granddaughter will be here then too. She's due in October, so I'll have 2 granddaughters going to Disney with me this time. Hiya, Dog Dad. I'm doing well. Tired, but I'm doing well. Yeah, Beth, I thought about that, doing bigger sections, but I don't know. I've always just done 10 by 10s, but then again, I've never done anything this confetti heavy before either. I may have to give that a shot on my next section. I usually only keep a small section done or open because Hank does like to climb up in here, especially during the day while I'm at work. He likes to climb up on the desk, and if I had too big of an open section, he'd lay down to it and get stuck on it, or if not, he would lay down to it and I'd come back home and it would just be a big fur ball on top of the section. Well, at least with this section, I can pretty much cover the whole thing with my tray. So that's why I work in smaller sections. Did Hank pick me? No. Hank was a gift from a diamond painting group that I used to be in at one time on Facebook. And it was kind of a joke. I made a comment in a joking form, and they took it seriously, and the group ended up paying the adoption fees. And he was surprised to me one evening when I was at home. My ex-girlfriend that I was seeing at the time delivered him by surprise one evening to me. She picked him because she said if I was going to have a cat, she had to have one that got along with her because cats didn't like her. And she found one that liked her. So that's how we ended up with Hank here. And then I ended up without her and still got Hank, which he's better company anyway. Oh, hey, Sherry. You just cover yours back up with the paper. I save my squares that I take off. And so if I only have like, just a few diamonds down in there, I can at least stick the paper back over it. And you can actually kind of, if you line it up the same way it was, you can kind of sort of stick it down in spots like that and then stick your tray on top of it. And that's what I do. Yes, Yvonne, I do believe that Hank and I were meant to be. He is my little buddy, and I can't imagine life without him now. And I don't think he can imagine life without me either. Well, he probably can. He would probably adapt right back to being a barn cat pretty easy, but... Sherry came to see us. Yeah, how goes the squirrels? Or I guess the squirrel. Really? I think he believes I'm one of his. This is how I wake up most mornings. He's grooming my arm. Yeah, Christy. Oh, hi. Welcome back. Welcome in, Christy. I didn't see you earlier. Yeah, he wants to make sure I'm clean. I don't even have to bathe. I just got a Hank. He'll do it for me. Dreamer, my other ex-girlfriend, her son is 10, and I usually, when I went to Tennessee, I paid him $50 to come over for the week and take care of Hank, and he loves coming over. He was here, actually, he was just walking out the door. He comes over like some evenings and just hangs out here for a little while in the evening just to play with Hank and stuff and to visit. So, yeah, I'll pay him when it comes time, and I'll give him $50 for the week, and he'll come over and hang out with Hank and feed him for me and take care of him. He is, Sherry. He is grooming me. He does this every morning. This is how I wake up in the mornings. My arms being groomed with that little sandpaper tongue. Yeah, that must be it. My arm is furry. He'll also climb up on the back of my chair, and he'll put his paws over my shoulders on either side of my neck from behind, and he will lick the back of my hair on the. Kind of tickles when he gets in between the fingers, though. And this is why I don't get any diamond painting done. You know what, Dreamer? I don't know. Um, I know he has the hunting instinct. Um, he he does like to attack things, and I know with laser pointers and other moving things, I have a little RC mouse. It's a you just put like AA batteries in it, and you plug the two parts together, the controller and the mouse together, and it charges the mouse. And then you take them apart and you put the mouse down on the ground, and you just push the button forward and backward on the controller, and it moves around by itself in like little jerks and fits and stuff. And boy, he will go after that thing and just attack it. So I think he's got the instinct for hunting, and he sits up here chattering at the birds outside all the time, but I have never had him out hunting to know if he actually does or not. Oh, he is a cute distraction. He really is. Hi, Boots, Diamond Painting Mama. You know, I have never once had a hairball from Hank, ever. He has never coughed one up yet. You almost done here, buddy? No? So funny. Oh, big yawns. Big yawns. Yeah, I know. Well, now he's going to groom himself. You know, that's what I was told too, Linda. I've always thought that animals lick you because, of course, even when you don't feel sweaty, you still are sweating the slightest bit and you're excreting salt. And so they do lick you because there's salt there. Ah, okay. It usually happens to cats that hunt and eat what they hunt. Well, see, my ex that lives next door, the one whose son comes over and takes care of us, they have a 13-year-old cat, and it doesn't hunt and eat what it hunts. It lives indoors and is fed just like Hank is, and that cat coughs up at least a hairball a day. Oh, odd but nice. Hank is actually like sat there and coughed, and like you said, nothing comes out. He'll sit there and hack, and then all of a sudden he's done, and there's nothing. And he just goes on about life like nothing happened. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Oh wow, I'm not sure exactly how to say your name, Tai. I'm not sure how to say that. I'll just call you T. How's that sound? Oh, okay. Well, I'll call you Kim then. That'll work. Jeez. I'm gonna be nice and clean, but he kind of does have breath that smells like seafood flavored cat treats. So I'm gonna smell like seafood flavored cat treats for a while. Hey, Jennifer Roberts. Hey, what are you doing? All right, come here, kiddo. Oh, oh, I know. Oh, Okay. Yes, I had Sonic tonight. I love the ocean water. And I also have, they have a new thing at Sonic now. It's called the Big Scoop. What's it called? The Big Scoop chocolate chip cookie dough blast. And it's just like a Sonic blast with the cookie dough pieces in it. And then it's got a huge scoop of cookie dough on the top. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, you know what's really funny? Kraft and Christie. What's really funny is at work we have a guy, I'm going to say he's probably nearing 70, and his name is Hank. He's our maintenance guy at work. And he's like the coolest guy ever in the world. But I showed up to work one day and everybody was like, "Hey, what's new with you?" I said, "Oh, I was just spending the weekend hanging out with Hank." And they thought I meant the maintenance guy. So now anytime I say Hank did this or Hank did that, I have to like specify it was my cat and not the guy I work with. I'm not able to do my special effects tonight. We've got a breeze blowing and it's coming in my window. I bet you don't have Sonic up there either, do you? Yeah, Kim, we didn't anybody from the South will tell you, you used to know your town was on the map when you got a Sonic in your town. Because like every small town in the South had a Sonic. And then I moved up here and there was no Sonic. And I'm in a much bigger town than any of the ones I lived in before. And there was no Sonic. And I'm like, no, they need a Sonic up here. And so I went on Sonic's Facebook page, and they actually had a post on their page that says, where should we put a Sonic next? And I wrote in, Grand Forks, North Dakota needs a Sonic as a comment. And about 6 months later, Sonic replied to my comment with, construction begins on your Sonic in 2 months. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. And sure enough, it's like almost right across the street from me. So I can just go to Sonic whenever. I love it. Yes, Sherry, Canadians are deprived. Yes, I will agree. You are. Yes, Dreamer, I am vaping. Oh, Big Brother is on. You know what? I haven't watched Big Brother in years. I miss it. I used to subscribe to the live feeds and watch them. I'd keep them on at work on my phone. I'd watch them when I got home. That's all I would do is I would actually fall asleep at night with the house guests still on. Most of the time they were still awake when I went to bed. I wake up the next morning and it was night vision and they were all asleep. Oh yeah, I was a big time Big Brother fan. And I just kind of got away from it. I think a lot of that, Kim, has to do with probably the cost of the property they put it on. It was probably cheaper to build it where they did than versus building it in Anchorage. which doesn't make any sense because you'd think Ridge would be a higher traffic area and you'd probably get more business. But yeah, I saw that, Sherry. We're gonna have to get you back on the vape. I'm a vapor, and I wouldn't. It's not like there was a girl I got in the car last night, and she was young. I'd say she was probably 19, and she joules because it's just cool. And she goes, "Oh, I'll just quit when I get done with college. When I get done with college and I'm not here anymore, I'll just quit juuling." And her roommate that was riding in the car with us kept telling her, "No, it's not how that works. You're going to get addicted to it and you're not going to be able to quit." And she's like, "No, I'll be able to quit. I'll just stop doing it when I stop going to college." And I'm thinking, did you? And I asked her, I said, "Did you smoke before you started juuling?" And she said, "No, I just started doing this because that's what everybody else was doing." And I'm like, well, that's not why you do it. And so her friend kept trying to tell her, "Look, if you're gonna quit doing it, do it now. Don't wait, 3 years to get out of college and then quit, and then try to." And I even tried to tell her, I'm like, "Look, I mean, you say that you're just going away." I said, "I started smoking when I was 18 because I wanted to hang out with the cool kids when I was in my aviation electronics school in the Navy. And I wanted to have a reason to go outside and hang out with everybody. And so I started smoking, and I said, when I'm done with school and I go to my next duty station, I'll quit." And 22 years later, I was still smoking. It's not how that works. You don't just pick it up and say, "Oh, I'm going to do it now to be cool, but I'm just going to quit in a month or in 2 years or 3 years." I said, by then you're hooked and you can't get away from it. No, you don't get tobacco, Dreamer. There's no tobacco whatsoever in vape. Um, it's not even a tobacco product, even though the FDA wants to label it under tobacco products. It's actually vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and food flavoring. That's what's in vape. Propylene glycol is in pretty much most bottled drinks, especially like bottled iced teas. There's propylene glycol in that. Vegetable glycerin is also in. Vegetable glycerin is actually a fluid that is used to suspend other chemicals, like if they put some preservatives in a drink or whatever, they may use vegetable glycerin as the medium that holds that that stuff. Um, so it's actually food grade, and of course, it's got food flavoring in it, and then it's got nicotine in it, and the amount of nicotine that's in there is dependent upon what amount you buy. I am at very low nicotine. I'm at 3 milligrams per milliliter. So that's as low as you can go without getting down to zero. But the nicotine isn't the harmful substance from smoking. The nicotine is just the stimulant that's in a cigarette. The energy feeling you get from cigarettes. Believe it or not, you do get energy from cigarettes. Nicotine is a stimulant just like coffee. And in fact, it isn't much stronger than a cup of coffee. The amount of nicotine in one pack of cigarettes is about equivalent to the amount of caffeine in 1 cup of coffee. So you're not really getting anything harmful out of vaping. There may be some studies out there that show that, oh yeah, you're putting liquid in your lungs that shouldn't be there, but there's already liquid in your lungs. I mean, your lungs are meant to, process that liquid. They already, the inside of your lungs aren't totally dry. They're still wet and slimy with mucus. Oh, that's fine, Jennifer Roberts. You do what you got to do there. Yeah, I had to quit smoking, Kim. After 22 years of a pack and a half a day, I had to quit because I had a breathing issue when I was in the fire department, went out to a house fire, and I started hyperventilating after doing some strenuous work. And the chief put me off duty until I could get it checked out, and they diagnosed me with the very beginning stages of COPD. And pulmonologist told me I had to quit smoking or it would just get worse. And so that's why I quit smoking. And I was having a little trouble with the withdrawals from the smoking. So a friend of mine recommended vaping, and I picked it up, and it has helped tremendously with the quitting smoking. And I weaned myself all the way down to almost no nicotine. And I do it now mostly for the taste and still just the habit of doing it. And Kim, I am so sorry to hear that. A dreamer, I wasn't down that low. I was at about 85% lung capacity. But I'll tell you now, since I quit smoking and I started vaping, um, I don't feel like I'm low on lung capacity at all. Oh, well, of course, Kim, doctors are always going to tell you that it's bad because there is so many different studies out there. Some studies tell the benefits of it, and some studies tell um, the bad effects of it. And of course, there's always that one going around that's been going around for years now about popcorn lung, which is actually not a thing. Popcorn lung is nothing more than emphysema. And the guy that ended up having it smoked like 2 packs a day. So it was only one case of it, but he worked in a popcorn factory, and they tried to say, oh, well, it's the chemical and the flavoring in the popcorn, the butter flavoring that does it, and it causes popcorn lung. But really, the guy smoked 2 packs a day. He had emphysema. That's what popcorn lung was. Um, oh, wow, I'm hearing thunder. Yay, we get a nice late summer thunderstorm. I love these. I'm gonna check my notifications to make sure it's nothing worse. I didn't even know we were expecting thunderstorms tonight. Well, Kim, let's hope you keep fighting it like that. That sounds it's a good job that they're shrinking. You are doing a hell of a job. Just keep that up. Hey, Treasure Studios Art. How you doing, Rachel? What vape product are you talking about? You talking about my mod, my tank, or my juice? Okay. Sensational Crafter. My mod is the Smock X-Priv. It's a Max tank that uses the mesh coils that I have in it right now, the quad mesh coil. And I'm vaping. I'm kind of switching back and forth in between the Hometown Heroes brand vape juice. This one here is called Strawberry Margarita. No, this one is the Sticky Bun Ice Cream. This is really good. And then I have the same brand in a smaller bottle of the Strawberry Margarita. Yes, thank you so much, Rachel, for doing our giveaways. That was so awesome. I can't wait to see the ones the winners pick out. Jennifer. Well, it's definitely an interesting scent. I mean, I have a lot of people ask me when they get in my car what kind of air freshener I use, and I just hold up my vape mod and I say, yep, this is what it is. I would imagine your vapor rub would count in a way because it does provide a scent. So yeah, I had an interesting weekend with Lyft. As I was saying at the beginning, it was welcome students in town. Hello. It was welcome weekend for the students here at the college, and they know how to welcome themselves back to school pretty well. It was quite insane this weekend, actually. So it started off. I was Thursday night was busy, but it was just a lot of people just running downtown. And then Friday night was the actual beginning of welcome weekend. And there's like one main street that runs through the middle of town called Columbia. And then right off of the main University Drive, which is where the campus is at, like one major block up from there is 6th Avenue. And there's a house on the corner of 6th. Well, all summer there were people like hanging out in the yard at that house. And they always were having bonfires every night and everything. I think they were just students that never left. And they were kind of partying out in their yard all summer. Well, I normally sit on the opposite side of that intersection in the parking lot over there while I'm waiting for rides off of campus. And I'm sitting there and all these people come out from that house and they've got a big sign and they're standing on the street corner with a great big sign that says, "You honk, we drink." I was bored. I was really bored. And I had, yeah. So I went up the street a little turn, came back, drove back by and honked again. And I said, you know what? As long as it lets me do this before I get a ride, how many U-turns it takes to have them pass out. You know, Jennifer, I made it 7 passes before Lyft sent me a ride. Yeah, it's just a little thunderstorm, Sherry. It's nothing major. It's just your typical garden variety summertime thunderstorm. According to my app, there's nothing going on here. Oh, wait, I got to get a new app. They changed my app. They made it a premium thing now where you have to pay for it now. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, there's no it says occasional thunderstorms likely to begin at 9:45 p.m. I think they're a little bit early. Yeah, I love thunderstorms. I love severe weather. I'm not that I actually like I want to head out into it. I want to storm chase. Yeah, I think I finished all of that color. Now I don't know what happened to the Harbor Freight. Oh, there it is. Um, and my lights are flickering a little bit. Yeah, the rain is pretty widespread. It's like a long line in the U.S. Well, it stretches down from Canada and it stretches down into Idaho, Montana, but it's up near Edmonton. And there's like a line of them that come down from Edmonton through Montana and into Wyoming and South Dakota. And then we've got a line of them that stretches from South Dakota northeast in through North Dakota and up into Manitoba. And then there's quite a bit of a mess between Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois. And Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana are getting hit pretty good. Well, Amber, welcome back. You hate thunder, you came to the wrong place because it's thundering and lightning out here now. Sensational Crafter. Here in North Dakota, we have construction season 2 in the summer. As soon as May hit, they closed down University Avenue, almost the half of the entire stretch of it, which is University is one of those that goes all the way across town from one end to the other. So they closed down almost half the stretch of it, especially through campus, and they closed it down to redo the street. They closed down the main street in downtown, the very main drag in downtown. They closed it completely for like 6 blocks, and they're going to reopen that Monday night, finally. It's been closed since May. And they've had several other streets closed off or under construction, and getting around town here all summer has been horrible. Yep, pretty much, Boots. Pretty much. Winter and road construction. That's about it. And they're just finishing up all the road construction just in time for it to start being winter soon. Oh, hey, Jeremy, welcome. just pulled up outside. No, they're leaving. So yeah, it's going on about last night. Well, Friday night there wasn't a whole lot. Last night I got the most interesting story, and it carried over into two different rides. I got the saga, I call it this, the saga of Jake and Kenzie. The saga of Jake and Kenzie goes like this. And this is coming from three sorority girls who were in my car. One of them asked the other one and said, "Oh, is Jake and Kenzie still together?" And this started the saga. The other girl in the back said, "No, they're not together because Jake was lying to Kenzie." You don't hear me anymore, Kim? Does anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay. All right. People hear me. This must be some that don't. Oh no. Yeah, you saw Hank and you hear me. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't hear Hank because he just meowed too. So yeah, the saga of Jake and Kenzie. So the one girl is like, "Oh, so are Jake and Kenzie like not together anymore?" And the girl's like, "No, they're not together anymore because, you know, I was lying to Kenzie and Kenzie found out." She said, Jake was involved in this international crime thing, right?" And the other girl's like, "No, I didn't." And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, he got involved in some kind of international crime thing, and he was lying to Kenzie. But the way he was lying, it made Kenzie think he was cheating on her. So she was going to break up with him. And then when she went to break up with him, he told her the truth. And then she got mad at him for lying to her about it all the time. And I'm sitting here thinking, these are sorority girls talking about this. This is like the best gossip I've ever heard. I'm just being quiet, sitting up there driving, minding my own business, but listening in. And the other girl says, "Well, didn't he just delete his like Instagram and Facebook the other day?" And she's like, "Well, he did for a while, but he just got it back. He did it because he got in that crime thing." She said, "I had to delete my Instagram too because I was in the international crime thing with him." And the other two girls just kind of turned around and looked at her and thought and said, What are you talking about? Why didn't you tell us this? We're your sisters, She's like, "Well, I can't say anything much more about it now because we got Lyft driver here." And I'm like, "Oh, no. I said, this is intriguing. Now I got to know the rest." And she's like, "Well, to avoid going any farther into it, I got involved with the international crime thing with Jake. And so, I had to delete my Instagram and Facebook too for a while." And she goes, "I just got it back because I just thought, you know what, they're never going to catch me anyway." And I'm thinking, this is really intriguing. And so by this time, we're getting downtown, and I drop him off. Well, I get another ride. I go back out to campus to pick somebody else up, and these people are talking about a Jake. And I said, "This isn't the same Jake that's seeing a Kenzie, is it? Or that just broke up with Kenzie?" And she said, "Might be. Why?" And I said, "I just heard the entire saga of Jake and Kenzie." And she said, "It's got to be the same ones." She said, "Because they're the only Jake and Kenzie that would have a saga." And I was like, "Wow, so you know him?" She goes, "Yeah, that's my roommate." I thought at that point, I'm done. I'm not even going to get in any deeper into this because this stuff runs pretty deep around here, I guess. Well, have a good night, Danielle. I will see you next time. Oh, thank you, Sherry. So yeah, I got the saga of Jake and Kenzie, and I'm hoping I get more rides from other college kids, which I'll get plenty of rides from college kids this summer. But I'm hoping I get more rides that tell me more of this ongoing saga, because I really have to know what's going on with this. I really, really have to know. You know what? I just put that color away and said I was done with it, and I'm not even partially done with it. Oh, Lyft and Uber are the most awesome job ever. That's a great part-time gig, and you get to find out so many interesting things about so many people. Yeah, sometimes I don't. Kind of like that. Especially if I'm working, I don't do it because then I can't see. Yeah, you got to risk the crazies, odd but nice. But I don't get that many crazies. I just get a lot of drunk people, like a lot of drunk people. North Dakota is the drunkest state. It's always, every year, it holds that distinction of being the drunkest state. And every year, these college kids prove it right every time. I mean, last night they left me in my car. Somebody left a bag that had like 10 natural light seltzers, the strawberry or the cherry limeade flavor, 2 Jello shots, a 4 Loco Gold, and a Busch Light. So yeah, they left that in my car last night. So that's now in my fridge. Matter of fact, I was thinking about grabbing one of those seltzers, but I've never tried one. Everybody's talking about this White Claw. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it because what I'm seeing is like friends don't let friends drink White Claw type of thing. You know, it's not considered a good status, but if you're drinking one, but I saw some like jock looking dude got in my car last night, had a couple of them. I don't know about that, Kim, because every poll I've read, it always says North Dakota is America's drunkest state, and I would totally believe it. But see, I don't know what depends on what you read, I think, because some may go by the number of DUI arrests in a year, some may go by number of alcohol related incidents, some may just go by volume of alcohol sales. So it's it's kind of up in the air. I mean, but I'm going to tell you, North Dakota, the only thing to do here is drink. That's really all there is to do here. Drink. We don't have amusement parks and anything. All we have is winter and lots of bars and a Lutheran church on every corner. Yeah, and also Kim, we also have here in North Dakota, and I'm sure you do in Alaska as well, we have a huge native population here. And alcoholism is really, really, really rampant in the native communities. And we have a large, well, of course, last year we had, not last year, was it last year, year before last? I can't remember. We had the Turtle River or Turtle Mountain reservation. They had that big protest that was going on due to an oil pipeline. And yeah, North Dakota has a huge native population here. And so, yeah, there's a lot of alcoholism present in the native population. Well, hey, Rebecca. Yeah, and in Foster's, in Australia, you drink the Foster's by the pint. You don't even drink Foster's. You hate it, huh? What is the Australian beer? I don't know. I always thought Foster's was popular there. See, there I go, stereotyping. No, we don't have a very big homeless issue here. We've got some, but we have a mission here in town, but it's never full. I mean, there's always probably about 10 or 15 like train hoppers that are here at any given time that are staying in the mission. But otherwise, no, we don't have a huge homeless population here. The economy here is such that if you don't have a job, you don't want a job. And the wages are really high, so it's really easy to get a place here in town because the cost of living is really low. So it's kind of makes it easier for homeless people to not be homeless unless they just want to be honest with you. I mean, I hate to make it sound that way, but it's just the way it is here. Yeah, see, Pippa, here craft beers are getting really popular too. Like nowadays, a bar's claim to fame is how many beers they have on tap at any given time. And we've got some, and then we also have two in town that are they brew their own right on site. We got Rhombus guys and Half Brothers, and they brew their own beer right on site. And Fargo has several breweries that are bars as well. So that, yeah, there's a lot of craft beers now. And that's what I normally drink. I don't do Budweiser, and I mean, if I drink a domestic beer, I drink Miller Lite, but for the most part, I don't drink a lot of domestic, you know, mass produced stuff. I drink craft beers and home brews and stuff like that. Oh, thank you so much, Diamond Fiber Crafts. Oh, you sent me a photo of your cat making an appearance at your table. Oh, look at him. I like that. Here is Sherry's cat making an appearance. I love the look on his face. It's like, okay, I'm here. What do you want me to do now? Oh no, Kim, no, my here I'm making 17 something an hour at my regular job to do something that most factory workers would get paid roughly in the $8 to $10 an hour range for. And my apartment is, it's just a small one bedroom, but it's only $550 a month. And my electric bill, if I run the air during the summer, runs me right around $50 a month if I run the air. If I don't run the air and I keep my lights off as much as possible, plus I have LED bulbs in every socket in the house. But if I keep my lights off, my air off, I run right around $35 a month for my electric bill. So yeah, cost of living here is dirt cheap. And thank you, Jeremy, for posting that link. That is, if you all haven't watched my giveaway video yet, I also mentioned it in there. Melissa, Nana of Seven Crafts, and I have decided to team up on Facebook group together. And so Jeremy just shared the link there, so you all can check that out. Yeah, see, that's what it was like for me, Amber, in when I lived in Maryland. When I lived in Maryland, the job I have right now probably would have been an $8 an hour job, and you would have been the 50th person in line for it because everybody wanted one. And no, there weren't enough jobs for the people that wanted one. And so a lot of people were out of work, not getting paid. Rent there was ridiculous high. Like this one bedroom apartment that I'm in that I'm paying $550 a month for, back in Maryland would have been about $900 a month for this one bedroom, little tiny one bedroom. Electric bill there minimum, if you didn't use anything, electric bill was like $120. Yeah, so I know where you're coming from. That's why up here it's like, you know, everybody who wants a job has one. If you don't have one, then you obviously don't want one. That's just the way it is. And I could quit my job tomorrow and have a new one the next day. Well, thank you, Rose Links. Make sure you run over to a Diamond Art Addictions page and enter hers as well, because it's pretty much the same prize package. Oh, awesome. Great. Yes, good luck to everyone. It's a great prize package too. I'm looking forward to seeing the stuff that you all get, because Sherry and I have not seen. I mean, I've seen pictures of the paracord pens from Karen Doss, so I know what those look like. But she just said a set of cover minders and all the goodies, and we haven't seen what those are. And of course, you get to pick which painting you want from Treasure Studios Art. So I'm looking forward to seeing what our winners pick. Oh, this is the never-ending confetti. Yeah, so then last night, I go on about my lift here. So then last night, one of my last rides, and I think it was the one that left the alcohol in my car, which if they're watching, I hope they are, because I've been telling everybody about my channel and that I give lift rides to, and they all seem pretty intrigued by it. Um, if they're watching, I'm going to say thank you for leaving that alcohol. It's going to come in. It's going to be used. It will get. It won't go to waste. But no, I think it was them. I pull up to the house, and it's a house party on campus. And there's this girl sitting on the curb, and she's puking. And I said, "Great. I hope this isn't the one I'm here for," because there was like 3 other lifts there, and all 3 of them were getting very intoxicated people into their vehicles. And I thought, God, I hope this one sitting here puking isn't mine. And sure enough, she was. Her and her 3 friends. So she gets in the car, and I'm like, is she going to be okay? Is she going to puke? They're like, oh, no, we think she got it all out. We think she's done. And I was like, okay, well, put her by the door just in case. So they put her by the door, and we hand her a plastic bag for a puke bag because I carry them in my car because I don't want to clean puke. And she takes back, I don't need that bag. Y'all don't trust me. I ain't going to puke in here. Y'all don't trust me or something. And we're like, no, I don't trust you. You're drunk and you're puking. No. She's like, no, I don't need the bag. I'll let you know if I have to, and we can pull over. So I start down the road, and there's this bridge you go over here in town. It's like an overpass that goes over the railroad yard and another street. And she rolls down the window, stands up out the window in the back seat while I'm going 40 miles an hour down the street, and she starts puking into the air. Now, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, Lord, it's going to be all over my car. And I turn around and look, and there she is standing through the window. And we're going fast enough that none of it is coming down on my car. In fact, it's all hitting the car behind me. And the only thing I could think was, well, shouldn't be tailgating. She told me that the package was a paracord pen, polymer pen, and cover minders. Oh, okay. Wow, that's an awesome package. Boots' Diamond Painting Mama. I am working on this picture of Hank is the diamond painting I'm working on. And I'm working on the section that's kind of right in the center of the picture, right above his chin and below his eye. That's the section I'm working in right now. So right in here. Like right there. So yeah, I kind of felt bad for the guy driving behind me, but shouldn't be following so closely, especially if you see a lift sticker on the back of the car and you know there can be drunk people in that car. Don't follow behind them too close because you might get your car puked on. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. This weekend has been a lot of fun. And so last night, the house that had the sign that said, "You honk, we drink," last night they had a sign that said, because yesterday was move-in day for freshmen. So they had like freshman orientation, and they had like just herds of them, and they were herding them down the street like sheep in big bunches, giving them walking tours of the campus. It was freshman move-in day. And these people that had the sign that said, "You honk, we drink," had a sign last night that said, "Bring your freshman daughters here." They only had that sign for about an hour, and I have to think that university police probably made them take it down because later on in the night they were back to their "You honk, we drink" sign, and the other one was nowhere to be found. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you, Jill. Well, odd but nice. You know what? I give her kudos. She rolled the window down on her own and she climbed up there and sat on the windowsill on her own and did her thing, even though it was probably the most unsafe thing I think anybody's ever done in a vehicle I've been driving. But she did it. And she didn't get any on herself. She didn't get any on the car. So, no harm, no foul, except to the guy behind me. Elliot, trust me, that's all I ever have in my car when I'm driving Lyft is drunk people. That's 99.9% of my business is drunk college kids. And matter of fact, I never in my life thought I'd catch myself saying that I missed drunk college kids until this weekend. I really have missed them this summer. Some of them are just complete idiots. Okay, if you know anything about UND, which you probably don't unless you've been here, University of North Dakota is the campus is on University Avenue, which is a 4-lane street for the most part once you get to campus. Before campus, it's only a 2-lane. But once you get to the main part of campus, it's a 4-lane street. And the kids were told, now I don't understand who in the world told these college kids this, but the kids were told, this is your campus, so you walk where you want to walk. And they did exactly that. They would just walk out in front of you while you're driving down the street and look at you crazy if you didn't stop dead on a dime. And so I picked up a girl last night. They just got done. They shut down university through campus to redo the street. And what they did was they added medians and crosswalks in. And so last night, it kind of makes it hard on Lyft drivers too, because there's some of those streets to university and then make a left to go downtown where you can't make the left anymore because the median is in the way. So you have to make a right, go up and make a U-turn and come back, which is kind of illegal and you're going to get busted doing it, but you kind of have to unless you're going to drive a mile out of the way to go downtown. So I get this girl in the car and I get up to the intersection and I like, man, I am not a fan of this new median right here. And she says, I'm not either, because now we can't just cross wherever we want to or we'll get in trouble. And I'm like, well, that's a good thing. She goes, no, it's not. What if I'm late to class or something? This is the state of our college education these days, people. She's a third-year college student, and she can't even deduce the fact that maybe she might have to leave a little bit earlier for class. You know what, Jennifer Roberts? They're not actually bad. They tip really well. They don't normally tip right at the moment, like as soon as you get done with the ride, like most sober people would, because they just stumble into their apartment and pass out. But the app gives them 24 hours to tip their driver, and it actually sends them a notification on their phone that they can't get rid of until they open the page that it takes them to. And so they open that page and it's on there. It says, make sure you remember to tip your driver. So normally when I go to bed, I don't cash out at night when I first get done, because I know the next morning there's going to be a ton more money on in my account because of all the tips that people did when they woke up. And that's exactly what happened this morning. I actually had probably $12 to $15 more on my account this morning than what I had when I went to bed last night. Out of the 35 rides I did last night, I think more than half of them tipped. And they, $2, $3 a piece off of a $3 ride. So Well, hello, Glitter Angel. Yes, Noodles 1980, Diamond Painting Live. There's quite a few of us that do lives. Um, Diamond Art Addiction goes on Wednesday nights. I know that, um, what is it? I never know your full name of your, I always just call you Jennifer Roberts. I never know the full name of your page, Jennifer, your channel. But Jennifer goes live. It's DP Addiction Adventures with Jennifer. She goes live. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, Wolfpack goes live on Thursday nights. Mrs. Coffee is Friday nights. Saturday nights is Jeremy. Yep, and Sundays for me. Kind of claimed my spot now. For a while there, I was wanting to go live, and I didn't know what night to do it on, and I kept watching everybody's trends, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, Sunday night. There's nobody that goes on Sunday nights. Well, thank you very much, Noodles. And if it gives me watch time for lives, thank you for the watch time. Oh, Christy, you mean the 1,000 rule about you can't stream on your phone or something until you hit 1,000? You know what, Sherry? Those are the first 2 trolls I've ever had in one of my lives, so I can't really complain too much. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Amber. I don't really mind a thumbs down on my lives because I've heard that it actually puts you higher in the YouTube algorithm with thumbs down, because it means that there was some interesting drama that went on and people might want to watch it. So I don't know. I don't know that I want to test that and see. I've wondered about that whole going live on your phone thing. If you use your phone and you hook it up with a USB cable to your computer, couldn't that be considered a webcam and go live from your laptop or something, and using your phone as a webcam instead of as a mobile device by streaming using your data? I don't know. I've wondered that myself because I love the video quality my phone puts out, but I can't go live with my phone until I get to 1,000 myself, which I hope I'm at 1,000 by March when I go to Disney. because I would love to go live from Disney. Yeah, Beth, I guess that's what that means. Yes, that was very rude the way he put that. I mean, he could have just gave me the thumbs down and moved on and not said anything. I mean, some people just have to. Some people just have to feel validated in life, and that's just his way of feeling validated. Yes, 5:55. I've had 5 since I started my live. So, one thing I will say, and I messaged Sherry about this earlier. I said this kind of had a side effect with this giveaway collaboration that I didn't quite think of or expect. Um, she has 1,000 subscribers. I had 500, and stop and think that, well, she has a bunch of people subscribed to her that don't subscribe to me, and that by her mentioning me, they're going to come to me as well, and I'll end up with more subscribers that way. I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. And I started watching my subscriber count just go skyrocket today. I started today at 531, and I'm now at 555. And that's just since Sherry and I uploaded our videos at 4 p.m. Central Time today. Beth, I think Jeremy goes live at like, I'm not even sure what time he does because he's in California. I know it's like a decent hour for us though. I think it's like 9 p.m. Central Time is what I'm thinking it is. I may be wrong. Oh, and thank you all. Thank you. This is a lot of fun, and yes, I am honored to do this collaboration with Sherry as well. We both started our channels about the same time, somewhere around like April, something like that, and I'm just blown away by the speed of her growth. I really am. I mean, hers just took off, it just skyrocketed really quick. But that is the difference between uploading daily and uploading maybe a couple of times a week too, I'm pretty sure. And you know, I'm blown away at 555 for myself because I never thought I'd get here. And you know, I'm not in a major rush to get to 1,000. I kind of would like to, but I'm not in a major rush to. I mean, the benefits of it are minimal at best. Monetizing is okay, but you're not really going to make a lot of money off of a YouTube channel unless you get into the millions of subscribers and the millions of views, and then you start making money, like money worth writing home about, you know. No, you cannot, Sherry, that I know about. I don't think you can even download your own videos off YouTube. YouTube has a strict no download policy. There used to be Chrome extensions that allowed you to do it behind the scenes. Basically, it would like bypass YouTube and it would make it so you could download the video from YouTube servers. But now YouTube has blocked almost all of those as they come up, especially since YouTube is owned by Google now. So, or has been owned by Google for quite some time. But yeah, YouTube does not allow downloading of videos, even your own, as far as I know. never really dug deep enough in it to see if I could download my own videos. Sherry, I take an easy way to do that. Try Microsoft OneDrive or even Google Drive. You can upload it to there and then re-download it off of there on your laptop. It's just using the cloud. It's just like using Dropbox or any of those other ones. It's you upload it to Google Drive and you can store your videos there and then download them to any other device that you can log into your drive on. Oh, you can do that with YouTube Premium, Aussie? I didn't know that. Good night, Amber. You taking off on us? Yeah, Sherry, just if you film with your phone, use, if you have a Gmail account, which I'm sure you do, you automatically have a Google Drive account. And you also have a Google Photos account and all that, but use your Google Drive and upload your video to Google Drive off your phone. And then you can log into your Gmail, log into your Google account on your laptop in Chrome, and then go to your Google Drive and it'll be right there. And you can download it to your laptop and do whatever you need to do with it. That's how I do a lot when I'm doing with my phone. If not, you can plug a USB computer or USB plug into your phone and hook it to your laptop and transfer it that way as well. Saves that step. Well, good night, Jennifer. Thanks for stopping by. You could get 70% of your super chat. So is that what happens? Does YouTube keep 30% of all the super chats? Good night, Jill. Have a good night. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. So when I send somebody $10, they're only getting $7 of it? Good night, Glitter Angels. Thanks for coming. Yeah, that's true. We are using their platform, but it's no wonder that Google is like one of the largest tech corporations in the world. If you've ever owned a website and you've used Google AdWords for your website, for like if you have blogs or whatever, I've tried that before. Do you know how much money they make off of you advertising? It is crazy how much money they make off of you having just a small ad that shows up in those like little Google ads on the sides of blogs and stuff. Wow. Went from never having a troll to like getting bombarded with them tonight. Do you think there's like a place that all of these trolls hang out at, like some kind of like message board somewhere they all like hang out at, and they're like, dudes, check this out. Check out what I'm gonna do to this guy over here. I know hackers have a place like that. I wonder if trolls do too. If I'm in trending, I'm honored that if I'm showing up in trending. Yep, that's it, Christy. That's I take I follow Sherry's lead on that one. Just thanks for the watch time. Leave that thumbs down. I don't care. I mean, I'm not too much worried about maintaining, what is it, 4,000 watch hours, because I think I've already got that like a long time ago. So I don't think I have to worry about the watch hours so much right now. But Diamond Fiber Crafts, I cringe now at some of the stuff I did in my earlier years. But we didn't have the internet back then so that we could remain anonymous about it. You had to troll people face to face. Seriously, Linda Gardner? No, that's just ridiculous. They need girlfriends. Exactly, Diamond Fiber Crafts. Yeah, you troll them face to face, and then you have to tape them. You're going to run into them again. Awesome, Pippa. You're going to prove to yourself that shopping on the street isn't going to beat online. To see how much it's going to cost versus buying it online. Well, have a good night, Sherry. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for troll hunting for me. Yeah, I will be wrapping up soon. Wow, I didn't even realize it's 9:53 already. Wow. These things just go by faster and faster and faster as the time goes on. Now I can understand why some people can do such long lives, because you kind of just get lost in what you're doing and you don't even pay attention to the time anymore. Or are you going to make a video of that, Pippa, so we can see the difference in what you saved and what you didn't? And I think that's all of that one. Yeah, I've got quite a bit done here tonight. I'll probably continue working on this after I go offline. I'll probably finish this section tonight. And hopefully now that college is back in session, I probably don't have to do as much work during the weeknights. I'll have more time on weeknights now, so that'll be a good thing. Sorry, Nana, I gotta go tonight. That 4-letter word that begins with a W tomorrow. So, yeah, Hank has given up. He's, oops. Yep. He's out. Actually, it's not as much white as you would think it is there. It's actually lots of, like, how do I get this straight? There it is. There's grays and yellows and beiges and tans and browns there. But the way the light is hitting it, it's just kind of making it look all white. Well, good night, Gina Wynn. Have a great night. Thanks for coming. Yes, Diamond Fiber Crafts. He's an accessory. Hank is an accessory. He's got a permanent spot on my desk when I work most of the time. No, actually, his nose is right here. You can kind of see it if I put my face over that little triangle section right here. That's his nose right there. Yeah, see in the picture right now, I'm working. I have, camera throws me off all the time. I have this here, right there, that whole bottom corner to about there done. And I'm working this section right here. Sensational Crafter, I got him as a gift. He was adopted for me by a Facebook group I was in, and was given to me as a surprise one evening. The paperwork that I got from the Humane Society says that he's 3 years old. He was probably a barn cat when he was picked up as a stray and taken in. So, I guess they're estimating his age at 3 years old. I would say he's at least, well, he's at least not much older than 3. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm on. I'm on his little whisker pad there. I'm going to work my way across this way, and so the next section I do will be this one with the nose in it. Rose links, we used to have a list of that. We used to have a list of who was going live when, but it kind of fell by the wayside because people just kind of got busy with life or whatever, and it just kept changing and it never got kept up. The best we can do is tell you who goes live when. Sherry is Wednesday nights. Diamond Art Addiction is Wednesday nights. And Wolfpack is Friday. Jeremy is Saturday, and I'm Sunday. And I know DP Addiction with Jennifer Roberts goes live from time to time, but I don't know if she has a specific night or not. How do I cut my sections? Ruler and X-Acto knife. It's the easiest way to put it. I measure a 10 by 10 section out. And then what I do is I actually cut, like, if you look close here on this one, this line right here, well, I'm on the wrong end. This line right here, where that H symbol is, that top of that right there is 10 centimeters from the base down here, where the base of this section is, where that is. So that's a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter section. So what I do is I use my light pad because you can kind of see through it, and I line the ruler up, like if you can see it there. I line the ruler up just slightly above the line that I want to cut. And so that way I'd leave that entire line exposed and maybe half of the next line of bills. And I just slice. I don't press really hard. I just slice nice and just a little firm and just enough to get through the paper. And you'll feel it when it's just cutting through the paper. And you've scored your paper. And then all you have to do is peel it up when you're ready. Like I can go right here and take my tweezers under the edge of it. And okay, maybe I can't. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm ready to go for the next section. And actually, it goes, yeah, that's it. There's a 10 by 10 section right there, ready to go. It's not that hard, Christy. If I do the eye next, I have to go up a section up here. And I'm just trying to work my way back and forth across like this. Really, what I should do next is this undone section here where the mouse is sitting. I should actually just extend across and finish those out first before I start going any higher. Yeah, I actually use it for the plastic covers as well. I do the same process. I cut my plastic covers into strips. It's actually a lot easier on the plastic covers because you can see through them. You don't need your light pad to see the edges of the grid lines or anything. So it's actually a lot easier on the plastic covers. And then you don't have the mess of the plastic cover accidentally, flipping over upside down into your sticky stuff and all that. So, I just kind of like to do that. That way everything is protected and stays protected. You're not putting anything else back other than what you absolutely are working on. And you can always recover that little spot with the pieces you save. Yeah, it would be nice if somebody would put out a schedule. I mean, I've pretty much got it memorized now for the most part, but that's only, 5 of us that I know for a fact. Oh, yes, odd but nice. Sherry's going to do a special live about an hour before mine to pick her contest winner. And then I'll do mine during my live. But I'm pretty sure Sherry's still going to do her live Wednesday night, I think. I don't think she said she wasn't. Oh, I don't know what color I'm working on anymore. Probably gonna go to bed. I doubt I'll get anything else done on this tonight. I'll probably end up falling asleep. Oh, that's right. Not this Wednesday. That's right. I remember. That's right. She did say that. Yeah, I knew there was a reason why the list wasn't getting updated, Christy. I knew because I had seen the list. And then it was like, but it had been so long since it had been updated that it was like kind of invalid. Yeah, I think that's the list I saw, Jeremy. It was, I think it was in either Diamond Painting Underground group or it was in Rachel Ray and Mrs. Coffee's Facebook group. It was in the files section of either of one of those two groups, and I think it still is. At least the old list, and it was like a spreadsheet almost. So yeah, that's the last time I saw it. But I just kept kind of watching, and the only thing was Sherry was going live in her Facebook group on Sunday evenings, and then she was doing lives on Facebook on Wednesday nights, and her and I talked about it, and I said, just wondering, would you be upset if I went live this coming Sunday night on Facebook? And she said, or on YouTube, and she's like, no, go right ahead. And so I started doing Sunday nights because it was really the only night that nobody else was going live on. Yeah, Linda, that's what I try to do on Sunday afternoons. I do my, I go ahead and set it up so that it sends out the notification. And I know that Mrs. Coffee and Jeremy and Wolfpack do the same thing. And I think Sherry does when she goes live too. Yeah, I remember her saying that now. It just kind of, when you all reminded me, I forgot she had said that it was her son's birthday and she wouldn't be live on Wednesday night. So. All right, y'all. It is 10:08 p.m. And I've got a few things to do before I go to bed tonight, so I am going to call it quits over here. Oh, well, thank you all for coming so much. It's been a pleasure as always. Time has flown by this time around. I think it just gets faster each time I do it. It just flies by quicker. And here I was nervous about going live the first time, thinking, "Oh my God, how am I going to like entertain people for 2 hours?" And now it's like, wow, that's been 2 hours already. So everyone have a great night. Have a great week doing whatever it is you do all week. And if I don't see you before, then I will see you next Sunday night at the same time, same channel. So have a wonderful weekend, or a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week, and rock on, y'all.